Hey guys, welcome back to LDTV. I am your host. You will become lucid because I believe you will. Today, not only am I talking to you guys about a lucid dream induction technique, but I'm also answering a question that I see on the forums pretty much every week. These questions pop up about every week, and it's always roughly the same. Is a lucid dream inside of a non-lucid dream still a lucid dream? Usually the poster is talking about, like, dreaming about lucid dreaming, or dreaming about having a lucid dream, and then explains that they had some type of wake-up experience, where they go from their lucid dream to, like, waking up and getting out of bed and brushing their teeth and putting, like, pants on, and then they wake up for real, still in their bed. These experiences are called false awakenings. They happen to pretty much every lucid dreamer out there at some time or another. I remember I had this really terrible experience. It was god-awful. I was having this really great lucid dream, and I woke up into this false awakening, and immediately I was, awake, and I grabbed my dream journal, and I started writing down this lucid dream, and I got done, and I, woke up, and I got out of bed, and I, did my daily routine, and then I woke up, for realsies, and I was, so disappointed, because now I had to write down this entire thing again, and it would be longer because of the false awakening. So, it happens. It just happens. It's not a big deal. You're not experiencing anything new or strange or scary. It's just it's a false awakening. It's kind of like losing lucidity. You just do it sometimes, and it's fine. It's not a huge deal. A great way to deal with these false awakening experiences would be to do a reality check when you first wake up every day. That'll usually translate into your false awakening, and you'll immediately, you'll have a false awakening, and you'll do your reality check, your early morning reality check, and you'll be like, hey, I'm dreaming, and you can kind of extend your lucid dream a little bit. But I just wanted to cover that because I see that all the time, constantly on, Reddit. If you go on Reddit, the lucid dreaming subreddit, there's a link in the description. Some of you guys know me from there. You're just lurk there for a week, and you'll see one of these posts, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you don't know already. If you haven't experienced this situation, then you'll see a post on there in a week-ish, and it'll make sense. Now on to the main event, that lucid dream induction technique I was talking about earlier. This one was popular for a really short amount of time, and then you just kind of stopped hearing about it. You'll see a post about this maybe once a month, if that. It's called SSILD. SSILD. SSILD stands for Senses-Induced Lucid Dream, or Senses-Induced Lucid Dreaming, or Senses-Initiated Lucid Dreaming, whatever. It's all the same thing. It's an induction technique that focuses on 3 senses. Want to make sure I got that right. Yeah, 3 senses. Basically what you gotta do is you go to bed, you wake up 4 to 6 hours after you go to sleep. Get out of bed, walk around, go to the bathroom, get a drink of water. Try not to wake up too much. Don't get excited. You want to be able to go back to sleep fairly quickly. And then after you're done with all that, just return to bed. This is called a wake back to bed, and it generally precedes most induction techniques. After you return to bed, cycle through these 3 senses pretty quickly. Linger on them for about 3 to 5 seconds. I'll do this with you. First, wherever you are, if you're watching this video, you have a little bit of time. So, close your eyes, right? Just close them. And focus on the black behind your eyes. Just focus on what you're seeing. Okay, now focus on what you're hearing. Switch focus off of your eyes to your ears. What you're hearing, just stuff that's going in your ears, alright? Now, focus on your body, what your body sensations are, like what you're feeling, what you're sitting in, the position you're sitting in, like, or laying in, depending on where you are. In bed, it'll be laying. So just focus on your body. Focus on all those sensations. Do each of these for about 3 to 5 seconds at first. Repeat that cycle 4 to 6 times. So it'll be, close your eyes, just relax, right? So it'll be focus on your eyes for 3 to 5 seconds, focus on your ears for 3 to 5 seconds, and then focus on your body for 3 to 5 seconds. Repeat this about 4 to 6 times before moving on to the next step. In the next step, you'll be performing the same cycle, but much slower. So it'll be focus on your eyes for about 30 to 40 seconds, focus on your ears for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then focus on the rest of your body and all those body sensations for about 30 to 40 seconds. Repeat that cycle 3 to 4 times. Now after you do all that focusing and cycling through those 3 senses, you're going to want to just get really comfortable and go to sleep. That sounds way too simple, I know. But it's really kind of a trust thing. You have to really trust your body to just do what you want it to do. The theory behind this is basically awareness. If you get your body and your mind aware enough of your surroundings, that'll translate into your dream, and you'll be more aware of stuff going on around you, and you'll be able to kind of pick up on all the weird stuff going on, and that'll translate to hey, that's weird, I should probably do a reality check, and you'll become lucid. That's kind of the theory behind this. Ultimately, I can't really put this in a wild or dialed classification, because there's a lot of sensations that are indicative of a wild, but it's also kind of a dialed. It's like you'll have hypnagogic imagery and oral hallucinations. Oral? Aural. Sound. Auditory. There we go. Auditory hallucinations. And, weird sensations sometimes. You'll kind of get the feel of a wild, but then you'll just roll over and go to sleep and enter into a dialed. So it's kind of both and kind of neither. Now the only problem I can really see with this SSILD technique is occasionally you get eye strain. If you're intently focusing on your vision during that part of your cycles, it can get a little, it can start kind of hurting a little bit. So really try to relax, and if you're still having kind of a tough time with it, do those quick cycles again. Do the 3 to 5 second cycle, and then go back into your slow cycles. Because it can happen. It can be really irritating. Also for this, you're not supposed to stay stiff as a board and not move. It's not a wild, and that's why it's so kind of confusing, because it's not what you would think it is. So you got an itch, go ahead and scratch it. If you need to shift a little bit, go for it. It's not a wild. You're not supposed to be staying extra super still. Really the hardest thing about this technique, and the hardest thing about walking you guys through it, is you can't expect anything. You can't expect to see, your hallucination, your hypnagogic imagery. You can't expect to hear stuff. You can't expect to feel stuff. You can't expect anything to happen. This makes it really hard to kind of walk you guys through it, because I'm telling you guys what to expect, but at the same time, don't expect anything. Sometimes it's just you do your cycles and you go to sleep, and it works. That happens, and that's fine. You're not doing anything wrong if you don't see, the Madonna or something in front of your face. This can just be part of your relaxation routine. You go to sleep, you wake up, you do your cycles, you roll over and go back to sleep. Yeah. Well, you wake up and walk around and then come back to... Never mind. The point is, you can't you can't pursue like the visions and the hallucinations. If you want that, do a wild. But this is really simple. It's made to be really, really base, really about as basic as you can get. So don't expect sensations, just let them happen if they happen. Well, that's what I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my channel for more lucid dreaming videos, and send me a PM or drop a comment down below with your suggestions or requests.